Welcome to another episode of Hoop and Sports Talk for Days. I go by the name of Omar, also go by the name of O Izzy, so just call me O Izzy. And we got another episode going on. Appreciate you guys for tapping in. Busy week for sports. A lot to talk about. And yeah, if you've been watching, if you're a regular consumer of the product and continue to watch me on a weekly basis, even if it's just one person, I really appreciate that. It means a lot to me, for real, for real. Thank you for watching. Thank you for dedicating your time. I know it's not easy, you know what I'm saying, to just make time to watch, just any type of content. There's a lot of content, so you chose mine, so I appreciate it. But yeah, moving along, we got the NFL. Last night we had the Eagles play the Commanders in a pretty cool game. A fun upcoming week in the NFL with a lot of teams that are kind of close in the records, and we'll discuss that. NBA's heating up. Basketball got the Mavs, Lakers, Suns, got the Cavaliers, Celtics, et cetera, that I'll be getting into more teams and topics here lately in a little bit. If you see the bottom of the ticker, that's my Instagram page. You can go to my Instagram. I got reels, clips, that can lead you to my actual YouTube, which is right there, the YouTube Mr. O Ishmael. And the actual name of the podcast is right there up there that you see. It's Hoop and Sports Talk for Days. So like, subscribe, and share. Appreciate that. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, they fight tonight, Friday. Should be a great fight. Well, I think it should be cool. We got the legend himself, Mike Tyson. And shoot, he brings a resume to the younger generation that's in your 20s. You might want to YouTube. The man was a menace. You know what I'm saying? He was Mr. I want to eat your children. I want to eat your family. Praise be to Allah. This was Mike Tyson right here. That's what he used to do. And I'm not going to lie, Mike Tyson flashback yesterday when I seen the interview with the young lady. I think her name is Jazzy. She did a great job on the interview, but definitely kind of, he kind of definitely went to another level with her. Said that when she asked him about the legacy, he said, I don't believe in legacy. Legacy is for other people. We're all going to die. The lady looked like she 10 years old. 11 years old. I don't know. I could be wrong, but she looked like a young lady. And you know what I'm saying? She was probably like, what the hell did I just ask this man? But that's Mike Tyson right there. So when I saw that, I was like, you know what? I think Mike is in fight mode. I think he's in fight mode. So, not to harp on the interview or nothing, but that was cool to see Mike kind of flash back for a second. He's 58 years old. So, he's definitely up there in age. And he's fighting Jake Paul, the YouTube sensation, who is not just a YouTube sensation anymore. He's made himself a boxing sensation, whether it's good opponents, sorry opponents, whatever you want to call it. Hey, he's out there with it and definitely carved his lane, made his money. And this will be his biggest event, to be able to fight a guy like Mike Tyson, who's, 27 years old, is Jake Paul. That's his age. So, I'm going to have to go with Mike. I heard it's 8 rounds, 2 minutes each round. So I don't really know how that's going to work. That seems fast in a normal, where everything is 12 rounds. Normal boxing matches are 12 rounds usually for 3 minutes. So this is a little bit of an adjustment. I don't know how it's going to work out, but something just tells me Mike might get him with just a knockout. I don't know what it is. If he gets close to him and taps that chin, it's a wrap for Jake Paul. Jake Paul has never felt like something like that. You know what I'm saying? But the build-up for the fight, to me, is not as hype as I thought. I'm not going to lie. 2-3 days ago, I'm like, wow, there's a fight coming up. And it's in Dallas. It's in our city, Jerry's World. So that's kind of why we're hype maybe about it. But I don't know if the world is hype about it. It's on Netflix. But it definitely kind of surprising as far as, I thought it was going to be a little bit more hype. Not just on, some trolling things, which that's what they do these days to build up fights, but just on some more of a okay, this is pretty cool. But then, Mike did have a scare about a couple months ago with his health. So maybe after that, things took a turn, to make it happen. But I think overall, I'm not going to expect too much of the fight. I'm not going to lie. I'll take Mike Tyson in a win, but I'm not expecting like crazy entertainment value. But it is today. Tune in, tap in. I'll be excited to see that. And let me know who you guys got, Tyson or Paul. You know what I'm saying? And if it is Tyson, I want him to knock him out. And if it is Paul, I ain't gonna lie. I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm a huge Mike Tyson fan. But I want him to knock him out too, you feel me? I don't want to see no tap-in, lovey-dovey. Y'all are nah, somebody got to hit the canvas. Somebody got to hit the canvas. That's the only way I'm going to be like, all right, it was cool. And they got to feel real too because, they be bullshitting. They be staging it where, I want to see like a real bam, knock the spit out of that dude's mouth, you feel me? And then drop him to the ground on the 10 count. So we shall see. It'll be cool to see that. If you're going to bet, I will bet on Tyson. That's just my opinion. But, hey, Jake Paul, he got credibility and he got respect out here, you feel me? So I'm not going to hate on that man. So we'll see what happens. Last night, the Eagles played the Commanders, and the Eagles won 26-18, moving Philadelphia to 8-2 in the NFC behind the Detroit Lions, who are 8-1. So Philly picking it up. I really feel like they played a really good game. You know what I'm saying? They at first they didn't play a good game in the first half, but Saquon Barkley's been an amazing pickup for the Eagles. He rushed for 146 yards and 2 TDs, man. 20 carries. That man has really been playing out of this world. Damn, it's crazy when one player can make a real difference in your team. You could tell Saquon Barkley's the leader of that team. You could tell Saquon Barkley is, you know what I'm saying, like the spark when they need a rush, when they need a reception. He's been everything for Jalen Hurts in the Eagles offense. So shout out to him. Commanders were doing pretty good. They were up 10-6, and then they didn't get enough offense going. McLaurin was shut down. He didn't, wasn't able to really get no receptions. He had 1 catch for 10 yards, and that's not going to get it done. Noah Brown didn't do nothing. Jaden Daniels wasn't moving out of the pocket like he normally does. Eagles defense is good. I give them real credit for that, but I definitely thought I was going to see more, production from the Commanders, especially when they were up 10-6. But they had a chance when they were down 12-10 to kick a field goal to go up 13-12 in the fourth quarter. They didn't get it. Eagles got the rock. Saquon Barkley rushed for a touchdown, made it 19-10, and it was curtains after that. Eagles, I feel like Commanders are a good, story. They're not. I don't know if they're gonna, I don't think they're gonna make big noise. They'll make the playoffs, but I don't think they'll make like big noise. But maybe, they need to tighten up a couple of things. Robinson, they got the running back. He's been straight. Austin Eckler's good. They need to get McLaurin going. Jaden Daniels got to get back to, how he was playing in the beginning. The last 2 games against the Steelers and against the Eagles have been not as good. And I know he's coming off an injury, so I feel that. But still, it's the NFL. A lot of people are injured. So we'll see what's up. As far as the Eagles, I think in the NFC, to make it to the Super Bowl, it's a 3-team race. Detroit, I got number 1. You got the Eagles right there, and then I still got 49ers as a dark horse. They just got Christian McCaffrey back, and I know they've lost more games than the other, 5 games. But I just feel like 49ers, they make it to the playoffs. They're a scary team with a lot of veteran leadership on that team. And Kyle Shanahan is a solid coach. They still got, Debo, Brock Purdy. I know Ayuk's out, but Jawan Jennings is on that team. McCaffrey's back. Obviously, Kittle. So, and then the defense with Bosa and all those other guys, Fred Warner, and the list goes on and on and on. So they have the talent. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying, they just got to come get right. And last week was their first week with Christian McCaffrey, and you can see the difference. Detroit came back last week, won 26-23 against the Texans in an ugly game where Jared Goff had 5 interceptions, but they found a way to win. That's what really, really good teams do, find a way to win. So if you want to ask me who I think is going to make it to the Super Bowl, I got the Detroit Lions. Yes, Philly's tough. Yes, 49ers is tough. There's still dark horses like the Packers, still dark horses like maybe the Rams come. I don't know. The Rams ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Cowboys are not it, so not us. You just never know. You know, we'll see Green Bay make a run. Can they make a run with Jordan Love and them? Last year they did, so maybe they could do it again this year. But those are the top 3 teams, and I got to go with Detroit as being number 1. I'm going to come back to the NFL, you know what I'm saying, because we got a lot of games coming up this week, and I wanted to make my pick of the week. But right now I'm going straight to basketball because the NBA is in full effect, and you know what I'm saying, it's been pretty cool, pretty entertaining. The other night, Steph Curry played Klay Thompson. Dallas Mavericks played the Golden State Warriors. What a game. That was probably, to me, the best game I've obviously so far watched this season. Klay Thompson, much deserved, got a lot of love from the crowd of Golden State. He was really, you know what I'm saying, they brought the captain hat for him because he's, you know, a sailor and he likes to be on the boat. Respect to Klay. And well-deserved. I mean, 4 championships, and the arena was lit. But I did see something in that game that I saw Steph Curry just tell him, like, bro, I had a great run with you, but this is always and will always be my home floor. No matter if it's you, no matter if it's Draymond, Michael Jordan could fall from the sky. It's still my home court. That's the swag that Steph had, carried, and I appreciated that because that's competition. You don't see it as much this day and age. Personally, you know what I'm saying? I've been watching sports pretty much my whole life, and like it's that the competition level is just not what it used to be to me. I mean, when you had like Kobe and Shaq and Duncan, of course, AI and Vince and T-Mac, like it was lit. Even when you had like the early Golden State rivalry versus the Cleveland Cavaliers in 2016 and all that, those years, 14, 15, Spurs, you know, were good. That competition level is a little bit more than now. Nowadays, you know what I'm saying, people want to sit out games back to back, and I know they're making more money than they ever made, and respect to that, but we are the consumer as fans, and so I got to just say, it ain't as lit as it used to be, bro. You know, but in this game, going back to what I was saying, Steph brought that back is what I'm trying to say. He brought the excitement as a fan back. He, you know what I'm saying? Golden State Warriors are 9-2 in their first 11 games. So, obviously, I don't think nobody thought that would happen, but Steph is Steph. Draymond's still there. Steve Kerr's a really good coach. Buddy Hield has been a great addition. Gary Payton Jr. is healthy. He's been playing so far. Hopefully he stays healthy for them. They still got, like, you know, Looney. And, man, they got some young cats like Podemski. They still got Kuminga. Jonathan Kuminga is a really good player. Andrew Wiggins is still on the squad. So Golden State, you know, they got some players and some depth that you wouldn't think in the beginning of the season. But, you know, that was a close game all the way through until my boy Steph hit him with the night, and it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I think right now, currently, that is the best celebration in the NBA. Hit a 3 the way Steph does right at the end of the game or the buzzer or when they're down 1 or up 1 and it's clutch, and then he hits them with the night. Like, damn, bro. That's like, get the heck out of my building, you feel me? Then he said, this is my home court. He let them know, you feel me? So, yeah, shout out to Klay. But Steph got the best of everybody, Luka and everybody in that game. So, yeah, Golden State, pleasant surprise. Steph Curry is one of them players you got to appreciate his craft and how much dedicated he is to his craft. In a day and age where he's already accomplished so much, he could retire, him and Braun. But the mentality that they got is, this is my job. This is what I get paid to do. No matter the shenanigans that's going around where players aren't playing back to back, the NBA is not as physical, competition level ain't as much. They stay locked in to where it's like, bro, that's what makes them great. Because every single night, a casual that don't watch basketball could turn on the game and say, oh, the Warriors are playing. Let me see Steph Curry, and he going to give you some real high-quality value of the game and how it's supposed to be played. So guys like Steph and LeBron James that are carrying still, you got to give them respect, bro. Got to, because they're once they leave, I don't know where the NBA is going to go. I really don't. I mean, you got players like Ja Morant, Anthony Edwards, Wembanyama, LaMelo Ball. Really, really, really good players. These players I named I really like, so that's why I name them. But I don't know if, like, the value of the NBA is going to hold because they said that after next year, Braun is going to probably retire. So, and Braun's 40 years old, and next month he'll turn 40. So he's definitely going to, even though he's killing it still, and he could still probably play another whatever because he's LeBron, I think, the time is just the time. And I don't know where the NBA goes. They really, they said something about the ratings have been a little bit down. They trying all type of stuff with the Emirates, with the NBA Cup that's going on right now. But overall, I feel like the product is what sells. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes we forget about that. Like, we can be good, like, and great at something and then forget what made us great. Well, the NBA, what was making y'all an entertainment value product to the consumer, y'all were providing great value as far as the players were playing. They were producing every night. And now we kind of got to wait till mid-season or like the end of the season or the playoffs to get these players to want to hoop, bro. So that's what's kind of throwing it off from a real hooper that likes to watch sports. It's frustrating, bro. It's not as hype as it used to be. It's still games where you're like, man, that was a hell of a game. But, like, damn, bro, it should be, like, nightly with the lights and the bright lights and the hype of 2024 and the Instagram and TikTok and all that, bringing the highlights to the youth. We need more from the players. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that. But anyways, moving along, we got the Celtics. They're 10-3. They still look good with Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown's back. They look like they want to, go back to back. Can they? Yes, they can. They definitely can. They are a really, really solid team. The Cavaliers, I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about them. Not the biggest Cavalier fan, but Cleveland, they're 13-0. They have not lost one game. So how can I not talk about a team that's 13-0 in an 82-game season? I mean, they haven't had a crazy path, but you do got to give them their respect and say, hey, they winning games. Darius Garland, I like what I'm seeing out of him. He's averaging 20.5 points a game, 6.5 assists. Evan Mobley's taking on that third role, averaging 17.8 points and 8.6 rebounds. And then, of course, you got Donovan Mitchell, who's averaging 23.6 points, and he's their best player. So they getting contributions. And then I saw something like Jerome Thomason, something like that. My guy, Ty Jerome, my bad. I'm tripping. Ty Jerome averaging 11 points off the bench, and his efficiency is very high. So they getting, good bench production. They still got Jared Allen on that team. Can they make it? It's still early, but you have to respect the team that's 13-0. Me personally, I don't believe in them to go far. But hey, they're 13-0. They haven't lost. You got to give them some kind of props, right? And last week I got their coach name wrong, so I want to apologize. I said Bickerstaff when it's Kenny Atkinson. So that's my bad on that. That's their coach, and he's obviously been a really good coach. If they're 13-0, you got to give them credit, right? So shout out to the Cavs. They're number one right now in the power rankings, and they've been playing pretty good ball, definitely. Golden State 9-2, I touched on that. Denver Nuggets, slow start, but they've reeled off some wins here lately. They are 7-3, and I must say, The stats that Jokic is putting up is not talked about, bro. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me real quick, why have we not talked about Jokic? I mean, the man is averaging 29.7 points, 13.7 rebounds, 11.7 assists. That is a triple-double, and not just the 10-10 and 10 type triple-double. That's the like feasting, Thanksgiving coming up feast type shit that we're getting from Nikola Jokic. I mean, right now you got to say he's the best player in the league. You got to say he's the best player in the league. Every night he going to give it to you. And 29.7, which is pretty much 30, 13 to 7 rebounds, 11.7 assists. That's just crazy, bro. That's crazy. And they've been winning games. I think, Jamal Murray. Is he Jamal Murray? Is he the Jamal Murray we were seeing a couple years ago in the bubble? And the one that was against the Lakers and that was doing us dirty? I don't know. But they need him. And, they getting some production out of Christian Brown, Peyton Watson. Russ is coming off of the bench. He's giving them production, but I don't know. They started slow, but anytime you got Nikola Jokic, you're going to win a lot of games. I mean, I just read you his stats, so he's definitely one of the best players. I mean, to me, best player in the NBA. So, I mean, shout out to the Nuggets. I don't think that they're the Nuggets that they used to be still because something don't feel right. And Aaron Gordon is hurt. I got to say that. He's on their team. A lot of injuries, by the way, in the NBA. A lot of injuries. But Aaron Gordon's hurt, so we shall see if they can still hold it together. Oklahoma City doing their thing, 10-2. Shea Alexander, Jalen Williams, balling. 10-2. Last year they made it to the Western Conference Finals, and they they made it to the second round. My bad, and they lost to the Mavs. So this year, can they get over that? I mean, they're 1 year older. They still got a lot of talent. They added Alex Caruso. They added Isaiah Hartenstein, who they're about to get back this coming week, starting Monday, Tuesday, I heard. But they did lose Chet Holmgren, one of their best young players. He's out for at least 2 months. So that's got to hurt. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, they're going to still reel off wins, bro, because they're young, athletic, and in an 82-game season where a lot of people don't want to hoop, they going to want to hoop. So, Suns, 9-3. Boy, Suns were climbing, and they still got a great record, but then they lose Kevin Durant for a couple of weeks to maybe a month, and they lose Bradley Beal for we don't know how long. Two of their best three players, and here we go with the Suns on the same type of stuff that they've been on. Good-ass talent, get hurt too much. That is a problem with Suns. That's what I'm really noticing with Phoenix. Tyus Jones has been a great pickup. They still got Devin Booker to, carry everything for at least till they come back. But that 9-3, they lost 127-104 to the Sacramento Kings 2 nights ago. And there's going to be some losses like that until they get those other two players back. Because you're talking about 30 points pretty much from KD and 20 from Beal. You're talking about 50 points missing out of your lineup. And nobody's really making that up. So here we go with Phoenix. Just when you think they got something cooking, they get hurt again. And that's scary because the chemistry was kind of getting there. Last year we didn't see any of it. Bill was hurt most of the year. KD was hurt. Now we got, again, same story. So Phoenix, I don't know, brother. I think y'all got the talent, but I just don't know if y'all can stay healthy, Houston Rockets been a pleasant surprise. They're 8-4. Jalen Green averaging 21 points a game on 38% shooting. I just think that Jalen Green's a really, really good, solid young player, but he takes bad fucking shots. Every time I watch him hoop, he's taking a triple step back. Bro, just shoot the ball when you're open. Drive the ball to the rack. The talent that you got is great, but you make the game harder than it needs to be, my guy. But they still got good talent on there. Sengun's on that team. Fred VanVleet's on that team. Eason has been on that team. He's playing good. The Thompson twins on that team. He's back. So they've been good. Houston 8-4, and Udoka's a really, really good coach. Last year they surprised a lot of people. Still got Dylan Brooks, but this year it ain't no surprise. I think Houston is in the playoffs this year. Last year they didn't make it. This year they do make it. And then we got a lot of like the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? We 7-4. The Lakers. When AD plays and Bron plays, which has been almost every night, we could they beat any team in the NBA. Do I still think that we need help? Yes, but we can make it to the playoffs. Hopefully, they don't have to be in the play-in. AD's been in MVP level this year. 30.8 points per game, double-figure rebounds, crazy number in blocks. 10.8 rebounds and 2.1 blocks, my bad. 30.2 points per game for AD. Sound like an MVP to me. He's been playing at MVP level. Obviously, I named Jokic. Jokic stats is stupid. So both of them been at an MVP level, but AD is really, I think JJ Redick has unlocked something with AD. The effort seems to really, really be there. He's really been our best defensive player and our best offensive player. Bron is still Bron. The other night against Memphis, he showed why he's still Bron. 34, 12, 11, triple-double Bron at 39 years old is crazy. Bron is still averaging 24.8 points and 9 rebounds and 8 assists. So, we got two of the best players in the NBA still, but who's going to join the roller coaster ride that they're going to go on? Because Dalton Connect, the rookie, showed out the other night. Need more production like that from him. If it's not like that, just give us like 10 to 12 points. Austin Reeves, I think this year he looking more like Austin Reeves. I like the way he's been playing. I really like AR stepping up in that role this year. And you know what I'm saying? So D'Angelo Russell, still a little bit inconsistent, but he can knock down some threes here and there. They play the Spurs tonight. They play Wemby tonight. So we shall see. Obviously, still need a lot. Lakers, we got Rui. Rui's pretty good. Been playing really good. But I think that, package a first-round pick or 2 first-round picks and get a really good player to go along with those 3, with the 2 dynamic of James and Davis, with some of the bench players if we can keep them. Now we cooking. So still got to see if we could do that. I did say Wembanyama. I got to talk about the 7'5" alien? 7'4" alien from San Antonio. Man, he been picking it up lately. The beginning of the season, I was kind of wondering, where is this dude at? He ain't really been, but the past 2 games, though, been looking like Wembanyama, though. He had a 50-piece last game and a 34-piece the game before that. That's the type of numbers I'm catching my eyes like, oh, shit, okay, here we go. He's averaging 22.2 points a game, 10.2 rebounds, and 3.9 blocks. Do you know how much blocks that is? That's 4 blocks a game. That means 4 times a game you're going to go to the basket or shoot a 3, and that man's going to just throw your shit like that. Bam. Block, block, block. Shout out to Wembanyama, man. This is what the fans want to see. This is who could carry the torch for the NBA, even though it's a San Antonio market, and ain't nobody really tripping on San Antonio. Man, I'm sorry. I'm trying to tell you. Come on now. But anyways, he been balling. I got to give him that. They're 6-6. They're going to be like kind of at that 500 mark all year. Pop is out with health issues, their coach. Speedy recovery, brother. But that's good. That's the type of production Wembanyama, the thing that I would like to see from him is shooting a little bit less 3-pointers. This is something that I've been seeing, like, the man is 7'4". You could shoot, but, like, do you know how easy it is for you to get a basket if you just get down low on the block, bro? This is a bucket every time, either a bucket for you or a bucket for your teammate, because they're going to double team you, and you just give it to the open man. I think Vassell comes back very, very soon. He was their second leading scorer last year. So I think, that's going to open up the floor more from Wemby. So the Spurs, they can make some noise, and I got to give props to Wemby. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. Like I said, I'd rather see him not shoot as many threes, and I want to see him, post up a little more, mix his game up a little bit. But I know it's the new day and age in the NBA where everybody takes 10 zillion threes a game. It's 2024. I get it, but damn, bro, you 7'4", fam. You know what I'm saying? I'm 5'8", my guy. If I had 5'9" on a good day, 5'9", but 7'4", damn, bro. I mean, that's crazy, bro. Shit, and you know what I'm saying? You ain't a goofy 7'4". There's a lot of people that are goofy out there being tall. They don't have no coordination. You got coordination. Go down low, punish these opponents. Keep going, my guy. 30 points a night should be real soon. You feel me? I know it's your second year and you got to get adjusted to the league, but fuck that. Let them get adjusted to you. All right? So that's kind of who's been catching my eyes in the NBA. The Mavs are 5-7. They've dropped their last 4 games. A lot of Mavs fans are really upset at Luka. You know what I'm saying? Luka always starts slow, but this year he's still averaging the crazy numbers. You go to his stats and they're through the roof, but it's been the timing of Luka. His defense has been, again, suspect. Last night they played Utah in a 113-113 tie. It's 10 seconds left in the game. He's guarding John Collins from Utah, but for some reason Clarkson got the ball. Luka face guarding John Collins, face guarding him without looking at the ball. And all Collins does is like, hey, throw it to me back door. The man ain't even looking to Clarkson. And Clarkson gives it to Collins on a dunk where Luka falls asleep. That's the type of effort that the Mavs fans are getting upset at. Luka, I don't know, brother. The defensive production at the wrong time. Now, as far as his game, he's still Luka. But I think he just got to tighten up. They've been a little bit struggling. Kyrie's been playing really good basketball. But, Derek Lively, he's always solid. They are missing something, though. I mean, I don't know. What do we say? Klay Thompson is Klay. He's still, getting adjusted, so I'm not going to harp too much, but maybe a little bit more from Klay. You know what I'm saying? A little more from Klay. But I'm trying to see, like, they need a straight bucket. Oh, P.J. Washington, yeah, he been hurt. So I got to say that's a big difference of the Mavs. They really need that man because he can shoot the 3 ball, he can slash to the rim, and he's a really good defender. So I'm not going to, be too tough on the Mavs. I feel like when they get P.J. Washington back, that the Mavs will get back, to being the Mavs. But still, they need a straight. Jaden Hardy ain't really just Jalen Hardy. And they lost Hardaway Jr., who Mavs fans really always critical of him, but he, in the beginning, first 30, 40 games of the season, he'll get you like 20 points, 18 points on good shooting. So we'll see what's up. Mavs are missing something, though. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Lively's good, but they still got like those fillers that they don't really need no more. Like the Kleber, I know he's been hurt, but like him and the Powells, those are like 1990 Mavs. They need to keep updating their resume. Maybe they need to get rid of them guys and get some other guys and then, keep pushing. But I regress because I'm not a Mavs fan. But they're 5-7. Shout out to my boy Kyrie. Always repping homeland. That's my dog. But other than that, I don't really care. I'm just telling you that the Mavs 5-7, first 12 games, it's early. 82-game season. I do think that the Mavs pick it up. I really do. I don't think it's time to hit the panic button for the Mavs. Moving along. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Basketball has been pretty litty. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you still got the Sixers and the Bucks, 2 of the struggling teams of the NBA that we did not expect. Bucks have won their last 2. Giannis has been picking it up. Dame has been hurt. Sixers, we still got the same thing going on. 2-9. The rhythm with Paul George, Joel Embiid. They have not caught it yet because they have not played together yet. I mean, they played 1 game out of the 11 games. Embiid comes back the other night. They take an L. Then they go, it's a back-to-back, and him and Paul George sit out. See, this is the type of shit I'm talking about. Back-to-back, which is part of the resume, which is part of why you get paid. People sit out back-to-backs nowadays. It's like back-to-back is like telling somebody to work 50 days in a row these days for NBA players. So this is what I'm talking about when I was talking about the product and the fans are getting upset. And this is not a championship formula. If we've seen the past 5-6 years, the sitting out on back-to-backs, the resting, the load management, that shit has not been resulting in a no championship. So you might want to, if you're in the front office, hit the switch on that mentality, because that's not winning mentality. That's a loser mentality, buddy, and that's how you lose. But anyways, I don't know. That's the Sixers. Joel Embiid is a great player, but shit, we got to see you hoop, brother. Paul George, great player. But you know what I'm saying? I think Paul George is more of a third best player on the team now, and they've been missing Tyrese Maxey, and he's a huge part of their team. So they'll be okay. They'll make the playoffs. So will Milwaukee. But championship right now, I don't see that. I don't see neither one of them two teams making it to the finals. Not right now. Jared McCain, I want to shout him out from the 76ers, the rookie. Man, that boy been hooping, man. Shout out to him, boy. Boy is physical, could shoot the rock. I seen a lot of his TikTok videos. I thought the dude was on some other shit. But when he go out there on the court, he go produce. And that's what it's about. So shout out to him. Philly got something with that rookie. But yeah, moving along. We got a little bit left in the show. We got the NFL matchups for the week. Man, we got a lot of games. And I'm going to break them down as far as who I just think is going to win. Ravens, Steelers. Ravens are 3-loss team to the 2-loss team in the Steelers. Lamar goes up against T.J. Watt in that physical defense. Derrick Henry, the rivalry, Steelers-Ravens rivalry game. Man, that's going to be a close battle. If I were to say I got to go, Baltimore wins that game. I picked the Steelers to lose last week, and they were supposed to lose, but they come back and win by 2 points. So they proved me wrong. Shout out to the Steelers, bro. So we'll see. Russell Wilson, you know what I'm saying? I was, it's a Russell Wilson, always on that dude's case, hating a little bit on the man. But the man been winning, bro. I got to give him the props. He's got something with my guy George Pickens, you know what I'm saying, with that deep ball. Russ is great at throwing the deep ball. He's always been. And they really found something. They got Mike Williams off a trade. He scored last week. And, Najee Harris been running the ball really well. I think Pittsburgh, honestly, they've been a good surprise. They've been playing really good football. Mike Tomlin got them boys humming. And Ravens, Steelers, I got Ravens that's at Pittsburgh, so that's going to be a tough game. But I feel like Lamar just pulls that game out because that's what Lamar does. That's who I got. Chiefs, Bills, man, Chiefs are undefeated. 9-0 versus the Bills team who's only lost twice, 7-2. Who do I got in that? I got to go with the Chiefs. Nah, I got Buffalo winning that. And handing Kansas City their first loss. It's a regular season game. It's tough to beat Kansas City. Obviously, they haven't lost. But I just got the Bills Mafia going crazy at home. And Josh Allen balling. And I got them winning that game. I know that's a tough one, but that's who I got. Bengals, Chargers. Chargers have been winning a lot of games. They're not talked about. I don't think I've talked about them much on this pod, but it's time to probably start talking about them. Harbaugh got them playing really good. So we'll see. Justin Herbert, their QB, he's been really, really good this year. Really good. And I don't think he's getting a lot of love. It's not like eye-popping stats, but he's been winning, and he has not been turning the ball over, which is really good. And he's been under control, playing through injuries. That's a tough game for the Bengals, boy. My heart says Bengals, but my mind and logically, I'm going to take the Chargers at home, even though I want the Bengals. Seahawks, 49ers. They got their players back. I already talked about it. That's a division game, so it's not going to be as easy. But 49ers right now are going to be locked in for a while because they seem like they're about to make that 4 or 5 game win streak. Lions, Jags. Lions are 8-1. Jaguars are trash. I got the Lions. I mean, anybody picked the Lions on that one. A third grader would pick the Lions on that one. Rams, Patriots. Patriots been playing pretty well with Drake May. That's not an easy game, but the Los Angeles Rams are going to win. They have to win. Packers versus Bears. Packers, Jordan Love. Got to pick it back up, buddy. You've been struggling a little bit. Aaron Jones is on there. The Packers are, what I'm saying, they a team that got to make a run right now. It's either now or never, and I still believe they got what it takes. And the Bears are trending in the wrong direction. You can see it like Caleb Williams, the rookie, coming back to life, struggling again. Just ain't been it. The offensive coordinator got fired. I think they should have just fired their head coach, bro. Eberflus, you got to go at this point. Y'all trying to do everything but fire that man. He not a good coach. Shit. Colts versus Jets, two teams who have really just been downhill. The Colts are 4-6. They're not trash. The Jets are 3-7. Colts get Anthony Richardson back this week, who they sat down for pretty much saying I'm tired. But I don't know who I got in that game. Colts or Jets. Man, the Jets have just been so trashed. I'm going to have to go with the Colts until I see something better from the Jets, bro. Raiders, Dolphins. I got the Dolphins. They seem to be getting a little bit healthy with Tua. Maybe they can make a run to the playoffs. I don't know. They got a long way to go, though. And my pick of the week for this week, I got the Falcons on the road beating the Broncos. They getting 2 points. And I got Atlanta Falcons winning. Even though that's a tough game. Denver being 5-5, Atlanta being 6-4. I think Falcons, they coming off a bad loss to the Saints, and they gonna be upset. And even though it is a tough place to play in Denver, it really is. I got them beating Denver. So we shall see what happens in that game. UFC is, this coming week we got Jones versus Stipe. That's a good fight. I got Jones till that man lose. He be beating the shit out of people. So that's that guy that he fighting is 41 years old. He's older. So I'm not a big UFC head, but that's the main event. So I'll talk about it. I got Jones winning that one, man. I really do. I think he's just gonna do what he always does. Shit, just wear you down and end up winning the fight somehow. Bilal Muhammad fights 2. I think he wins, and hopefully it's a good fight. Hopefully it's entertaining. But UFC, that's what one thing I say about UFC. Dana White, he be knowing how to put on a show, man. That's what I need. The NBA need to take notes from the UFC. UFC don't even have all the resources the NBA have, and they put on fucking better show and better products and better entertainment. So come on with it, bro. Step it up, NBA. Same thing with the NFL. Shit, this year has been kind of boring. Not to be negative, but come on, man. We need more players to play and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's get it. But yeah, like I said, I got Jones. If you're gonna bet on him. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, like I said in the beginning of the show, that's tonight. That's in Dallas. That should be fun to watch. Hopefully, we get what we're looking for out of that fight. Hopefully, we get what we're looking for. I did want to say, in basketball, what I'm saying, we got a lot of injuries, man. That's the thing. We got a lot of injuries. I think that's kind of been a problem. Embiid has been hurt in and out of the lineup. John Morant's been hurt. That sucks. You got, who else do we got that's hurt? I already said Chet Holmgren. He's been hurt. So a lot of injuries in the NBA that's just been damn, bro. As soon as, you know what I'm saying, We get Ja back, who's one of the most entertaining players in the league. The man I saw the other day, he's on crutches. That's not good. Crutches? Shit, I know that's pretty lengthy recovery, but I hope he's back soon. But yeah, like I said, Tyrese Maxey, hamstring. Man, dog, just the list is going on and on and on. I already talked about KD. I already talked about Bradley Beal. So a lot of injuries in the NBA. That's probably what's taking away a little bit of the essence of it. But we'll see. I did want to say how I see a lot of people shooting threes. You know, I didn't mention Minnesota Timberwolves. You know, they're always a team that you got to look out for with Ant-Man. I didn't mention the New York Knicks. They're pretty, you know, Karl Anthony Towns been playing really, really good basketball. So I did want to give that man his flowers. Jalen Brunson, he's still Jalen Brunson, but I feel like they got to play a little bit maybe more through Towns. Towns is balling, you know, and they got Anunoby, and they still got, you know, Mikal Bridges is on that team, Josh Hart. So we'll see. The Knicks will be around in the playoffs. They're going to make it. They're going to make it to far this year. I really feel that if their coach, Tom Thibodeau, don't run his players into a ditch, because every single time I see his players playing 40 fucking minutes a game, bro, tone it down on the minutes. Let them play a little bit, 35, 32, 33. Let them, you know what I'm saying, not be dead at the end of the season to where they can't, you know what I'm saying, go out there and perform. That's what happened last year. They ran out of gas, bro. So that's what I mean. Thibodeau, bro. Learn how to manage your players a little bit more. You got a solid bench. Shit. And I wanted to go back to Minnesota. I'm seeing Ant-Man take like 12 threes a game. That's a lot of threes. He's making a lot of them, and he's telling us we don't know what the hell we're talking about, that this is what he does. I'm a huge Anthony Edwards fan. But that's a lot of threes, brother. That's a lot of threes. For them many threes, you know what I'm saying? I'd like to see him still mix his game up, because his athleticism, his ability to create a shot for himself or for his teammates is dope. So I want to see that, you know what I'm saying? I want to see mix it up a little bit there, Ant-Man. But hey, he's shooting the three better than I ever seen him shoot it, so that's a plus. But in the playoffs, you're going to have to mix your game up. It ain't going to be just shooting 3. So if you fall in love with it in this 82-game season, and then you go into the playoffs and they make adjustments on your three, and now you're not driving as much as you were, you don't have that rhythm of going to the basket, that can throw you off. So you just got to keep that in mind and keep mixing up your game. But yeah, I've covered pretty much a lot of basketball, a lot of football. The fights are upcoming. That'll be entertaining. And yeah, man, we got college football. Shout out to Colorado. They team that I always watch. They could crack the top 12. You know, Georgia got a big matchup this week with Tennessee, number 12 versus number 7. I think College Game Day's there this week. And then Oregon has been undefeated. They don't look like they talking about losing. Ohio State's still in the mix. I like what they doing. So we'll see, man. A lot of, you know what I'm saying, things going on in college. But, man, I got to give it to college, though. NCAA football, they be keeping that shit entertaining. And, you know, basketball, NCAA just got going last week or two. We'll get into that when the time is right. But, right, I mean, shout out to college football. It's really been dope to see. And, you know, Texas, we'll see if they can make a run, the Longhorns. Even though, you know, they had a weird loss. They lost to Georgia and then, you know, but a lot of people this year have lost. This is not a year of undefeated. This is a year of we'll see what happens when the college football playoff ranking comes out. So, yeah, man, if you watched, I appreciated it this long. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. This has been another episode of Hoop and Sports Talk for Days. I go by the name of Omar. Also go by the name of Izzy. The ticker is on the bottom. Just follow that path to my other shows, to my shorts, to my reels, to all my stuff that I be putting out, content, if you want to call it that. And I am out. Peace.